Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine. I'm your science teacher Mam Sadia is with you. Today I'm going to explain grade 7 chapter number 2 plants and their systems. Students, plants are living organisms. All the plants are not the same. Some are small and some are big and they are called trees. But each plant have similar structures. Parts of a tree is leaf, branch, roots, stem, or trunk, and buds. Roots hold a plant in place in the ground and also take water from the soil for plant to use in photosynthesis and respiration. Just your legs hold you. In the same way, roots hold the plant. Stem is a plant's main support above the ground. It holds the leaves so that they get the light for photosynthesis, and it also holds flower to attract insects. Leaves are where a plant makes its food during photosynthesis. Leaves are the food factory of a plant. Leaves are in different sizes and different shapes. Leaves are green in color due to a pigment called chloroplast, which helps to make food in photosynthesis. Flowers contain the reproductive organs of a plant. There are many types of flowers. Flowers are in different colors. Mostly flowers are bright in colors so that they can attract the insects. Flowers also have a sweet smell. Buds are where growth starts. Growth of the plant takes place at the tips of roots and shoots. Plants are multicellular and made up of different types of tissues. Each tissue has a specific function. Now let's see different kinds of tissues. Plants have photosynthetic tissues which helps to make food in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthetic tissues are mostly in leaves and young stem. Plants have special protective tissues. Protective tissues covers the roots, stem, and leaf. It is a thin, transparent skin that can protect the plant from injury, excessive loss of water, and infection from microbes. Each part of the plant is covered with protective tissues. Roots have root hairs which absorb the water from soil. It also absorbs minerals dissolved in water. Plants have leaves and leaves have stomata on the upper and lower epidermis, which helps in transpiration of gases. Another type of tissues are xylem and phloem. Xylem carries water and minerals from root to leaf, while phloem tissue carries food from the leaves to other parts of the plant as food is prepared in the leaves. Let's move to our next topic. Transportation of food in plant. Like a human, plants prepare their own food by the process called photosynthesis. For this process, plants require carbon dioxide, sunlight, water, and minerals. The leaves take carbon dioxide and sunlight from atmosphere, as leaves have chloroplast which absorb sunlight from the atmosphere. The water along with minerals is absorbed from soil through the roots. It is then transported up to the leaves of a plant. Water is absorbed from the soil and then moves upward to the leaves as it is used in the process of photosynthesis. Plants get carbon dioxide through stomata in the leaves. Whole process of food translocation in plant is carried out by the conduction system, xylem and phloem. Together they are called vascular bundles. Xylem and phloem help to food translocation in every part of a plant and give mechanical strength to the plant. Now question is, what is xylem? The word xylem comes from the Greek word xylon, which means wood. They have thick and strong walls which help the xylem support the plant. Xylem is a dead tissue. In plants such as trees, new xylem is made every year, forming rings in the trunk. Xylem is wood. So transport in plants are carried out by xylem and phloem, and these two types of tissues are collectively called vascular bundles. Water and minerals move up the xylem tubes to the stem. Root hairs give a big surface area to take in water and minerals from the soil. Phloem tubes are made from living cells, joined end to end. They carry sugar solution from the leaves, where it is made during photosynthesis, to every part of the plant. Now let's move to our next topic, leaves. Leaves are the food factories of plants. These are the sites where plants make their food. Leaves are usually green. Leaves are well suited to their job. They are broad and flat to absorb lots of light and exchange gases with the air. They are thin so gases can get to all the cells easily. The upper skin of the leaf is transparent to let the light through to the cells below. It is covered with a layer of wax, and this layer is called cuticle. It makes the leaf waterproof. The veins in the leaf are made up of xylem and phloem to carry sugar out. Veins also help support the leaf. A tiny hole in the bottom of skin is called stroma. Lots of holes are called stomata. Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll which absorbs light. Let's move to our next topic, transporting food. As sugar is made in the leaves by photosynthesis, it mixed with water and it has to be transported to all the parts of the plant through phloem tubes. The speed and direction of the movement of sugar solution depends on how much is needed by the parts of the plant. When shoots are growing in the spring, most of the sugar solution goes to the growing shoots. In the autumn, a lot of sugar is stored, so it goes up to the fruits and seeds or down to the roots. Sugar solutions goes in both directions at the same time. Phloem tubes have holes which let sugar solution through. Students, now let's move to our next topic, osmosis. First I will explain diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from higher concentration to the lower concentration. The movement of water molecules from a region of high water concentration to a region of lower water concentration across a partially permeable membrane is known as osmosis. A partially permeable membrane has a very tiny holes. Large molecules, such as sugar molecules, are too big to get through the holes, while water molecules can move both ways across the membrane. So osmosis is the process by which water enters and leaves the cells. Let's move to our next topic, transpiration. Transpiration is the evaporation of water from the aerial parts of a plant, so the leaves and the stems. Water is mainly evaporated by the leaves. It creates a section which is called transpiration pool. So what exactly happens in transpiration pool? Let's start with the roots. Roots have root hairs. Water enters root hairs from the surface of soil particles. Water moves from cells to cell by osmosis. Then water is pushed into and up the xylem tubes by pressure. Water is pulled up the xylem tubes. Water reaches to the leaves. This water is used in the process of photosynthesis. Water evaporates from leaf cells into air spaces. Water vapors passes out of the leaf through open stomata. As a plant loses water by transpiration, more water is pulled up in the xylem tubes to replace it. Just as a drink is pulled up a drinking straw when you take a sip, transpiration isn't constant. The environmental factors are similar to those that make you sweaty: temperature, humidity, wind, and time. Stomata are mainly found on the lower side of the leaf. Each stoma is surrounded by two sausage-shaped guard cells which control the size of the hole. During the daytime, when a plant has plenty of water, the pressure inside the guard cell rises and the stoma will open. Open stomata allows more transpiration, while in the light, when guard cells loses water, the pressure inside falls and the stoma will close. Closed stomata slows down transpiration, so the pressure inside the guard cell makes stoma open or close. Opening and closing of stomata control the rate of transpiration in the plants. Students, now we'll move to our next topic, sports in plants. Plants are supported by a framework of vascular bundles called veins. Cells within this framework are supported by the water pressure inside them. Veins spread out across a leaf to hold it flat. The leaf can then absorb lots of light for photosynthesis. Veins are close together to squeeze through narrow parts like this leaf stalk. Veins run through the middle of the roots. Not as much support is needed here because the soil holds the roots in place. In the stem, the veins are arranged in a ring around the outside. This enables the stem to stand up to winds that could blow the plant over. Students, our next topic is turgid cells and flaccid cells. When a plant has plenty of water, the water will enter each of the cells by osmosis. This will make the cells to expand. These type of cells are called turgid cells, which gives lots of support to the plant. If a plant does not get a good supply of water, water leaves the cell, causing them to go floppy or flaccid. Cells give no support and the plant wilts. Students, now we'll move to our last topic, flower. Flowers contain the plant's male and female reproductive organs. There are many types of flowers, but more obvious ones are usually bright colored and sweet smelling to attract insects. Each flower consists of many different parts. Now I will tell you each part one by one. Petals. Petals are brightly colored and have a scent to attract insects. The second part of the flower is sepal. Sepal protect the flower when it is in bud. The third part of the flower is stamen. Stamen is male reproductive organ. It has two parts, anther and filament. Anther is the part where pollen grains are made. Pollen grains contain the male reproductive cells, while the stalk is called a filament. The fourth part of the flower is carpel. It is the female reproductive organ. It's also called pistil. It has three parts: stigma, style, ovary. Stigma is sticky. Pollen grains sticks to it during pollination. Style is a stalk that holds the stigma in the air to collect the pollens, while the ovary protects the ovule. An ovule or egg contains the female reproductive cells, while a perfect flower contains male and female parts both in it.